Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Izam bin Ismail and we are from Group 8. This is my members, group members, Sharin Azwar bin Sabran, Muhammad Arif Fahmi bin Muhammad Jamil and Abdul Azim bin Abdul Aziz. So for this assignment, I will explain to you how we get the calculation for peak time, settling time and percent overshoot for this transfer function. So since the transfer function given is in unity feedback, we will use the formula GS equal to GS divided by 1 plus GSHS, and then we will get the final equation. So from this final equation, we can find the S using the calculator, and then we can find the natural frequency. The natural frequency, we will use the S that have real part and imaginary part. So after we get the natural frequency, we can find the damping ratio using the formula. And then we can find the peak time using this formula that include the natural frequency and damping ratio. And then we can find settling time using 4 divided by damping ratio multiplied by natural frequency. And then after that, we can get the percent overshoot using this formula. So from the result obtained from the calculated value, TP equal to 1.1457 second, TS equal to 3.3187 second, and percent overshoot is 25.14%. So I will show you the simulation using MATLAB. So before I put the transfer function in the MATLAB, we know that K is given 50. So we replace it 50 and then I multiply the denominator. So we will get the final equation and then I put it in the MATLAB. So this is the block diagram that I've been doing using MATLAB, and this is the output. So for this question, find TP from the graph. So from the graph, from this graph, the output graph, we can find the TP, which is time peak. So time peak is the maximum from the graph. So we can see that time peak is at this, and then we can see that the difference between 2 and 1 is 1.25 at 1.258 second. So this is the time peak. And then after that, we will find the TS. TS is the time settling. So time settling is plus minus 2% from the criterion. So it usually at this 3.5 second. 3.5 second. Okay, so after that, we can find the percent overshoot. So percent overshoot is the percentage of overshoot from the steady state, which is this steady state. So the overshoot is at this range. So at this, we can find the percent overshoot. Okay, so this is the percent overshoot, 24.375%. And we can also use this formula, which is TP equal to TP divided by FV, which is FV is usually at the steady state, multiplied by 100% and then minus 100. So we will get the percent overshoot 24%, which is the same in the simulation. So we will get TP 1.25 second, TS 3.544 second, and percent overshoot 24.375 second. So this is the comparison from the graph obtained and compare with calculated value. So this is the comparison for this transfer function. So comparing the MATLAB obtained result and the calculated values for the unity feedback, the peak time TP from MATLAB is 1.25 seconds, slightly higher than the calculated 1.1457 seconds. The settling time TS from MATLAB is 3.544 seconds, marginally above the calculated 3.3187 seconds, and the percent overshoot from MATLAB is 34.375 seconds, just below the calculated 25.14%. The small difference arise primarily because MATLAB simulates the full higher order system, capturing all dynamic effects and numerical rounding, while the hand calculation typically use standard formula derived for idealized second order system and may neglect minor contribution from additional pole and or zeros. So in practice, MATLAB simulation provide a more accurate representation of the real system response, whereas analytical value offer a close approximation based on dominant pole assumption. Okay, so for the next part, I will pass on my group members.
Alright. Hello, my name is Abdulaziz bin Abdulaziz. My matric number B1123100183. I want to present about question 5. Is convert the system transfer function to state space represent. As we can see, the coding from the MATLAB is num equal 50 common, then equal open bracket 1, 13, 34.5, 45, close bracket common, z equal tf, open bracket num, then close bracket common. Define the transfer function z as z equal 15 over s cube plus 30s square plus 34.5s plus 45. At axis time is the horizontal axis show time in second, while axis amplitude is the vertical axis show the output amplitude of the system. It's a curve shape. The curve start at the zero as expect from a causal system responding to a step input. It rises to a peak slightly above 1 overshoot. Then it settles back near 1, indicating a underdamped system. Overshoot is there a slight peak above the steady state value 1.15, indicating that the system is underdamped. Settling time is the system appear to settle around 1 by approximately 3 to 3.5 seconds. Steady state value is the output stabilized at 1, which matches the expected result for a unit step input in a stable system. This is the step response of a stable underdamped third order system. The system reacts to a step input with a smooth rise, small overshoot, and eventual settling to the steady state value. The response shape reflects good transient performance with acceptable overshoot and settling time. And then the second is the common step Q. Plot the state response of the system in state space form. It will look exactly the same as the response from the transfer function Z, since both represent the same system, just in the different mathematical form. The figure show the state space version of the transfer function Z. This describes the system dynamic, input and output relationship. When run step Q, it get the same response as with step Z. So that's all for question number 5. Then I will pass next to Muhammad Arif.
System GS kita from the equation 50K over S tambah 10 darab dengan S plus 2 tambah 35 campur 4.5. 3S campur 4.5. So kita expand yang bawah akan dapat 50K over S kuasa 3 tambah 13S kuasa 2 tambah 34.5S campur 45. So step and after that simplify the closed loop transfer function causing unity feedback. So from the unity feedback formula is GS over 1 tambah GS darab SS. So 50K ada from 50K over S kuasa 3 tambah 13S kuasa 2 tambah 34.5S campur 45 bahagi 1 tambah 50K per S kuasa 3 tambah 13S kuasa 2 tambah 34.5S campur 45 darab 1. HS adalah 1. So akan dapat 50K S kuasa 3 over S kuasa 3 tambah 13S kuasa 2 tambah 34.5S campur 45 campur 50K. So characteristic equation RS equal to 0, S kuasa 3 tambah 13S kuasa 2 tambah 34.5S campur 45 campur 50K sama dengan kosong. So construct the Rutherford table from the characteristic equation S kuasa 3, S kuasa 2, S kuasa 1, S kuasa kosong. So S kuasa 3 kita dapat 1, 34.5 kosong. S kuasa 2 dapat 13, 45 campur 50K sama dengan kosong. S kuasa 1, 13 darab 34.5 tolak 1 darab 45 campur 50K bahagi 13 akan dapat 403.5 tolak 50K per 13. So kosong kosong, S kuasa kosong, 45 campur 50K kosong kosong. Determine range of gain K. So for stable system from the S kuasa 1 403.5 tolak 50K bahagi 13 greater than kosong. So kita solve akan dapat K less than 403.5 per 50, K less than 8.07. For S kuasa kosong 45 campur 50K greater than kosong, K sama greater than negatif 45 per 50, K greater than negatif 0.9. So the range of K for stable system is 0 less than K less than 8.07. Marginally stable system K sama dengan 8.07. Unstable system S sama dengan from the S kuasa 1 403.5 tolak 50K per 13 less than 0. So that we can get K greater than 403.5 per 50, K greater than 8.07. From S kuasa kosong 45 campur 50K less than kosong, K less than negatif 45 per 50, K less than negatif 0.9. Stable condition K kosong greater than K greater than 8.07. That's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Arif. Now I'm going to talk about how to calculate the steady state error for step input, ramp input, and parabolic input. First, we have the transfer function. It is 50 over open bracket S plus 10 close bracket and open bracket S cube S squared plus 3S plus 4.5 close bracket. So as we can see, we know that the first S is equal negative 10. For the second equation, we have to use the quadratic formula. So after we use quadratic formula, we got two values. The first is real part, the second is imaginary part. The real part is 1.5 and the imaginary part also negative 1 plus minus 1.5. So after we get the equation, we can determine the fault. As we can see from the fault, the system is type 0 because there is no fault at 0 origin. So when it is type 0, we know that only position constant that only have value. So for step input, to get the position constant, we have to limit S equals 0 transfer function. So after putting our transfer function, we we can swap the S with 0. So after swapping S with 0, we got 50 over 45, which is equal 1.111. So our position constant is 1.111. To get the steady state error for position constant is 1 over 1 plus position constant. So the equation is 1 over 1 plus 1.111. And we get the answer for steady state error for position constant is 1.4737. Now we're going to look at the RAM input. So for RAM input, we have to see the velocity constant. For velocity constant, we have to S have to multiply with transfer function. So then we have to switch S with 0. After switching S with 0, we get 0 multiply 50 over 45, which is equal to 0. To get the steady state error for velocity constant, we have to 1 over velocity constant, which is 1 over 0. So we got the value is infinity. For steady state error for parabolic input, we have to calculate the acceleration constant. For acceleration constant, we have to put s square multiply transfer function. After switching s with 0, we got 0 squared multiply 50 over 45, which is 0. For steady state error acceleration constant, we have to use 1 over acceleration constant, which is 1 over 0. The final value is infinity. All right, that's it from us. Thank you. All right. Lastly, for the conclusion, the MATLAB simulation values are slightly different from the analytical calculation due to more accurate modeling of system dynamics, including higher order effects and numerical rounding. For state space conversion, the system transfer function was successfully converted into state space form. Then, for stability, given the nature of the poles in the denominator, the system is expected to be stable as poles have negative real parts. Lastly, the steady state error was calculated for step, ramp, and parabolic inputs. This shows the assignment effectively demonstrates understanding and application of key control system analysis concepts, comparing theoretical and simulation results. The close agreement between analytical and MATLAB-based response confirm the reliability of standard approximations while highlighting the value of simulation for practical validation.